Could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining. I'ma be in a dangerous mood. Can you match my timing? Telling me that you really want it, what you're hiding.
Hey dolls, it's your girl Jazzy J. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see by the title, we are about to get into a little bit of makeup and create a beautiful but easy, simple, quick Valentine's Day glam. So if you're ready to check out the look that you saw at the beginning of the video, make sure you keep watching and let's get into some looks today. Alright, so baby dolls, today we are going to get into something really cute, very soft, very pink, very glam. Something you can do really quick for Valentine's Day and it's not going to take you all day. So we are going to be playing in some new products. We are going to be trying some new things that I have personally not tried before, but we're going to try them together. So I have been, looking at different ways to apply blush and different products to make makeup a little quicker and still give you that full glam. So let's get into it today. And while we are doing makeup, I dropped a couple of little questionnaires on did I drop it on YouTube? I think I did, and I did on Instagram for sure. So while we do makeup, I have some comments that people have left me about if you've been in a relationship more than a decade, say 10, 15 years, and with Valentine's Day approaching, do you feel like you're expecting your partner to go all out, or are you already just over it? So we're going to talk about, do you expect, a lot from your partner for Valentine's Day, being that you've been together for so long and you've been doing Valentine's Day so long. What do you expect from them? So I got a lot of people drop some comments, so we're going to get into that as we get into glam today. So with that said, let's get started. So the first product I want to show you that's new, I've been dying to get my hands on it. It is a Black Beauty owned product from Danessa Merritt's. This is the Yummy Skin. She has so many products that I want to get into. So I've already prepped my skin. The packaging is beautiful. It comes with like this little spoon, so it helps you apply it on your face. A lot of the girlies I see, they don't use the spoon. They just dig right into it. So I guess we'll use the spoon. So this is a blurring primer, supposed to suck all the oils out of your skin. She has a translucent one. I got mine in the number 8, but she has one that has no color. But I thought this one would be good for my skin, but we're gonna get into it. Alright, so let's try it out. So you're supposed to put it in your T-zone, and I got my mirror down here, your T-zone areas, or where you get oily at the most. And I mean, that spoon is in really good quality. This whole setup is really good quality. So this is my oily areas. And that color did really good on my skin, number 8. So how is everybody doing? Right now, where I'm living in South Carolina, upstate, it looks like a blizzard outside. We're having a winter storm. And it's beautiful, but it really looks like a postcard out there. It is really getting into it. It's snowing so hard. Can't even see my car downstairs. So my eyebrows, girl, needs to be done. But we're going to push through. So Anastasia, the brow gel. So we're just going to brush these things up. And I'll link all the makeup products down below. They're in my Amazon storefront. So I'll just put my, sorry y'all, Apologize. But yeah, they're in my Amazon storefront. Alright, so I'm going to brush them up. I've been liking this look more than the drawn on. We're going to draw them on a little bit because I don't know if y'all could see. I don't really have a lot of hair right here. This eyebrow is perfect. It's full of hair. It's really nice. This is from Anastasia as well. It came with it, so you can use the back side to flatten it out. Alright, so we'll let that dry a little bit before we start drawing on the eyebrows. So let's get into the combo. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about, the question was, if you've been together 10 years, should Valentine's Day still matter? Or is it expecting effort doing too much? So some of the comments that I got back from some people, let me go all the way back up. One of the comments that I got, somebody said, longevity is not a free pass to stop showing romance. If anything, it should deepen it. And I absolutely agree on that comment. Me personally, I have been married for 16 years, and I feel like my partner should know me by now. Doing the minimum is just not enough for me. I feel like because you've been together as long as you've been together, you know your partner, you know what they like. Doing the minimum is just not acceptable. You know, you have many, many months knowing that this day is coming. Yes, you're supposed to show your partner love all through the year, but if you know the person that you're with, and if you know that they like that type of stuff, doing a minimum is not acceptable. You should go deeper because you're so used to like a robotic lifestyle with your partner. You know, if you got kids and you work, you really don't have a lot of time for romance. I think you should really go out your way to do a lot for your partner. It's my opinion. So let me see if my eyebrows are dry. Alright, so let's get into them. We're using something new today. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brown Pencil, and I got it in deep brown. Alright, so I am not the best when it comes to drawing on eyebrows, which I really don't like the drawn on look. But just because there's no hair over here, we're going to do a little bit. So we're going to start with the right eye. So I don't do too much. I just get, and I don't start at the beginning. I just start like kind of right here underneath the brow. I swore I turned this phone down. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So yeah, right under the brow. Really light. And at this point, I just make hair like. Because in the past, I used to make my eyebrows so dark. I couldn't stand it. And I'm going to go back with the brush. I usually go this way. And then back up. I feel like brows take the longest to create for some reason. And I feel like if you don't do them right, it really can make or break your makeup. From experience. You gotta go a little, for me, because I don't have no hair here, I gotta kind of press down a little harder. And they're not twins, they're cousins, so they're never gonna look the same. And y'all, I wanted to go get my eyebrows done today for this video, but we are snowed in. I should have went yesterday. But here we are thinking it wasn't going to hit us, and it's smashing us out there. Praying that our power stays on. And this is the second storm. We just had Winter Storm Fern, and then this is another storm that we're having. Alright, so we're going to use our oldie but goodie LA Pro Color Pond. The comment that I got was, if we don't celebrate Valentine's Day after 10 years, it's often a code for we stop prioritizing romance. And then another person commented under that, not always, but let's be honest, sometimes it is. I actually kind of agree. Like, you have to prioritize romance in your relationship, because it's so easy to fall into, like I said, a robotic situation, and you stop doing the things that you used to do for your partner. Especially, I mean, a lot of us are girly girls. A lot of us be like, oh, it don't matter. I don't really care about Valentine's Day, but a lot of us do care. I am going to use, I don't know which brush this is, but it is a slanted brush for my eyebrows. So I just put some underneath, kind of close. But yeah, I feel like men especially, so it shouldn't be any guys watching this, but if you are, hey. But I think men get really like comfortable and stop doing what they used to do, like sending you flowers for no reason, or taking you out on romantic dates. Hell, I can't even barely drag my husband to want to go anywhere. He just wants to sit on the couch. Hey, if you're watching. But yeah, he just wants to stay home all the time, watch sports. But you forgot about, hey, you have a woman who, when you first started dating, you would take her out on dates, and I used to get flowers just for no reason sometimes. Like, and you know what? Last year, 2 years ago, he used to still, when I was going through my situation, just flowers sometimes. But you got to remember the small things you do. You get so comfortable, you stop romancing your lady. So yeah, I think we should prioritize it. Or definitely a code there's some type of problem, or you just way too comfortable, and that's not a good thing. So let me do this before it dries on really quick. Alright, so I'm just going to use a little bit of what I got already, top part. And I don't go all the way to the front because I want those hairs to be standing up. So I start kind of like right here. If that makes any sense. And I kind of just go above those lashes, brows. So just not, so it's not sharp. If that makes any sense. Y'all know your girl is not good on trying to explain it, like, because I always tell y'all I don't do tutorials. I just play in it. I'm not a professional. But for some reason I've gotten really good at it. I just can't explain it the way I want to. We're gonna get better at it. And then just go back up with those brushes. Because I want those brows to be standing out. Love it. Yeah, I gotta get back into playing in makeup. My daughter was helping me organize, like find the perfect colors for my videos. I have over 30 palettes of eyeshadow. I have so much makeup, it's ridiculous. So I really need to get back into doing makeup. I don't go nowhere no more. I don't do nothing. So I don't wear makeup like I used to. So I hope it comes out as pretty as I'm imagining it. Such a pretty scene in the background. Wish y'all could see it. I didn't grow up with snow. I'm from South Georgia. We were still wearing flip-flops in the winter. My birthday, New Year's Eve. So I remember as a kid sometimes having outdoor birthday parties with flip-flops, and because it just wasn't cold. Alright. So to set our eyes really quick, where we put the concealer, just so it doesn't crease, and put a little setting powder. And I'm using Juvia's Place cookie dough, I believe it is. Yeah, cookie dough. Juvia's Place. Alright, so now we're going to get in something new. A new way of doing the makeup where it's less foundation. So, grab your favorite concealer. I know, concealer first. So, I'm going with concealer underneath the eyes. Alright, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. And I'm just going up over the eyebrows area, because you don't want that harsh line from where we just went over our eyebrows. And I use blonde because it's the closest to my skin complexion. And anywhere that you feel like you got dark spots, you can use it as like a color corrector. So I'm dark for some reason around this area. I don't know why. Let me just, it's faster this way. And a lot of people now are just going with straight concealer now, and they're like doing away with foundation. I mean, I like foundation, but I can see why they want to skip the foundation, but Alright, so now I'm going to use my foundation, which is this Oldie But Goodie Il Makiage. And I'm not going to use a lot of it. Just one little tiny scoop. Make sure you bring that down. We're going to get into another comment in just a second. My dog is in here whining. You want to go out? You want to go outside? She wanted to come in here, but now that I done closed the door off on her ass, she in here whining. And you see I didn't take no foundation over that concealer that I just put under my eyes. And just pat that in. Now, if you want a full glam, you can put a lot more foundation. Depends on where you're going, what you're doing. My dark spots used to be really bad right here. They're getting better, but now for some reason this area is dark. And just like that, your base is done already. And we're literally almost done without makeup just that quick. Alright, so we're going to go into, I got so much stuff everywhere, bronzing my face. We're going to use two bronzers. This is L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Bronzer. What color is this? Soft Matte Bronzer, color 500. And then She Glam, this one's my favorite, it's Earthy Sepia. So we're going to go ahead and bronze the face. And I literally go one at a time because this stuff dries so fast. And then I'm using my e.l.f. brush. It is the contouring brush. I don't know if y'all can see that. But it's shaped for contouring. And I go up the side. And down. And then I'll take it wide. I love this brush. And then up the face. No, I'm not. Ain't no problems. Right on that hairline. Let me soften it up a little bit with a soft brush. When I'm with you, no other moment, you're just too important. Alright, I'm going to soften that up a little. And I really don't do down here, but we are going to go ahead and try it out a little bit. And then let's get to another comment. The next comment, someone said, you shouldn't have to beg for Valentine's Day energy after a decade together. If they don't know it matters to you, effort should already be built in, period. I agree. You should not have to beg the person you're with to, shower you on Valentine's Day. And vice versa. Girls, us to our men too. I know that I feel like it's a girl holiday, to be honest. But I make sure, my man gets something too. So he'll know how I feel. Or even if it's something small like a card and you really put down some things you haven't said to them in a long time. Even that too. Alright. So next up, comment says consistency beats grand gestures, but zero efforts beats nothing. I literally, I can't talk for nothing. I literally just said that. Like, staying consistent, not just waiting on Valentine's Day to, shower the person or show the person that you're with how much you love them. Somebody said a card, flowers, or intention matters more than, oh, we're grown now. Ooh, I don't like that comment. We're grown now, so we shouldn't do Valentine's Day. Gross. All right. So we're gonna highlight under our eyes a little bit more. I am going to go with, okay, Hourglass, Sundune, or just Dune. Yeah, it's just Dune. And this stuff goes a long way, so it really does not take a lot. So we're going to highlight under our eyes and some of the normal areas. But yeah, if I were here overgrown now, don't expect nothing else. Lay down in the night. You know what I mean? That is disgusting to hear we're grown now. It's not a holiday just for kids. It's to show the person that you're with, and it's not wrong with even feeling kid-like. That's the problem. That's the problem. The Bible says we should be kid-like. So we need to go back to that. High school love was everything. It was everything. All kind of emotions, butterflies. Ugh, feel it. Man, please. High school love was everything. You know. The first this, first that. Nerves. Can't wait to see them every day on a school bus or whatever. Let's put some more right there. I like the way that look. So yeah, the grown thing is just a cop out. And I am in the middle of filming. Hey baby, how you doing, mama? Sorry y'all, my grandbaby called me. She's teething. Okay, maybe I put too much. Let's blend that. They can tap that to death. I'm gonna speed this up real quick because this tap 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 is gonna take a minute.
3x speed.
So next we're about to try 2 new blush. These are cream blushes. I've never tried this brand before. Mora. But like I said, they will be in my Amazon storefront. I got color 05 So Cute and 06 Ideally. So we're going to do like an ombre look. Man, look how pretty. And we're going to do the lifted brush. Lifted blush. These are so cute. Alright, so we're going to start with 06. And I've heard that it's really pigment, so you want to wipe some of that off. So we're going to start right underneath, like in the middle of the eye, bring it down on the cheek. Sorry, y'all. This snow is catching me off guard. It's like blowing in circles out there. Alright, and then we're going to go in with So Cute. Alright, and we're going to blend that out.
3x
And we're
speed.
going to go in a upward motion. And we're going to kind of curve that up towards the eyebrows. Look like I could probably put some more. We're going to see. Because it's not showing up as pink as I want it. But yeah, we add some more. Oh, no, this side is doing really good. Go up towards the eyebrow. There we go. And yes, I am putting it on like the tail of my eyebrows. Much better. Next, we're gonna come back down to set the face in a little bit. Let's jump into eyes really quick. I'm gonna use the palette. It is Berries and Cream Dreams, Violet Boss. Like I said, I'll do my best to link it down below. Brand spanking new. So we're gonna use two colors on here. It's gonna be, let me see if y'all can see it. This pink right here, and then that pink right there. Kind of get you like a flat brush. And we're going to go in with the darker first on the outside and then the brighter on the inside. I like to do the darker outsides first. So I'm going to go in with Glam Berry. Look at that. That's beautiful. So I'm going to do the outside. And the crease. And yes, I am getting close to my brow. And we're going to clean that up in a second. So leave this brush out. We're going to come back to it. Next, a soft fluffy brush. And we're going to go into Blush and Berry. And we're just going to do the middle. And I'm going to take a little bit of that Blush and Berry and hit the middle. Nice, nice. Alright, so let's clean this up really quick. You can take Hourglass or whatever, you know. I wouldn't do Fawn because we've already lightened the under eye, so I would stick with whatever your lighted concealer is. And you just want to go right underneath, and we're going to draw a line. Voila. Alright, now we're going to clean this up. And I use the back end. Or you could put tape, or do your eyes first, either one. I usually do eyes first because of this reason. Alright, so that cleaned up pretty, but we did mess up some of our blush, so. Let's put a little bit of blush right there. Pretty. Do this to the other eye.
3x speed. Alright, so now we'll hit under the eye and above the eye. So it's up to you. You can do a brown liner underneath. I'm going to go with black. Eyes are trying to water. Oh, y'all know what I didn't do? Contour my nose. Alright. We are going to do a little bit of lashes today, even though I've kind of been liking the no lash look, but we're going to throw some lashes on. You can put some eyeliner across the top, but I'm not going to put any eyeliner. It kind of helps with the lashes, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, maybe we can. Just a little bit of eyeliner. I don't want to put too much because I like it just soft like that, but hold on. Alright, so I usually do liquid liner, but I like to use this black eyeshadow too. And with a really super flat, skinny brush. Just a little, not a lot. Alright guys, if you notice a quality change, my camera just died, literally. So now I have to switch to my cell phone. So I finished putting the liner on, so now we're going to get into the lashes. Where I get these lashes from? They are AOA Studio, just from the beauty supply. We're going to throw these eyelashes on, and then we're going to get back to settling and setting our face. And the last comment I got while I'm getting these ready was, after 10 years in a relationship, it said, if you're expecting something from your person, you're not needy. It's normal. And I agree 100%. That's definitely not being needy. What are you guys' opinion? I would love for you guys to comment down below how you feel about it. That was the last comment that I got about it. So I'm going to let these dry really quick, and then I'll be right back after I put them on. Alright, so we're back with our lashes on. I use, where is it? Y'all. No. I use Kat Von D. Oh, I'm lying. The mascara that I use with Pat McGrath Labs, the Dark Star mascara. And then I put the lashes on top to kind of make sure they're blended. Seamlessly together. So we're going to do our bottom lashes, but before we do, get you a little small, tiny brush like this right here. And that really dark Glamberry. Put just a little bit on there. I'm going to go underneath the eyeliner. I promise y'all we're almost done. We just got to set the face and do our lips. It is a really quick process. It just seems to be long when you're filming. Like I said, the longest process for me is brows and putting on lashes. So now take your mascara. You know what? I'm going to set under my eyes first. I'm going to use that same Juvia's Place. And y'all, I use the same brushes, sponges that I've already used. And we're not going to go over that blush too much, even though I feel like we're going to put some on. And we're definitely not baking. So now we're going to mascara the bottom. All right, y'all. So pretty much all we got left is lips and set. So for lips, I got something new. It's the Leaf Poem 2-in-1. So it's supposed to be the liner and the lip gloss. This is in a number 9. So this is what it looks like. If this doesn't look good, I got another option. Oh, this part is the liner. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. I got to back up. I might add a little brown. I feel like I want to add some brown before I put that gloss on. So give me a second. Let me go grab some brown. All right, so let me add a little brown. Okay. All right, so this is really pink, like I've never tried before. So let's see what she gives y'all. No. It's not giving what I thought it was going to give. It's not ugly, but it's not what I wanted to give. I'm thinking, should I leave it? I got another pink. Hold on. So I have two pinks that I already, own. Baby and Peony from Kismic. Um, Makeup is funny that way. Sometimes it comes out how you imagine it, and sometimes no. All right, lastly, we just need to set our base, and I'm using Final Treat setting spray. So I promise we are done. I cannot go without doing my little signature. So hold on one second. All right, we are done with this Valentine's Day soft pink. So let's get into the final.
You blow my mind. Set off my whole body, whole body. Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder.
All right, doll babies, that is it. This is the finished look. And if you wanted to go in and really get those pink cheeks, you can go ahead and add some more blush. But if you want to keep it nice and soft, I will leave it right here. So this is my makeup look for Valentine's Day. Just really cutesy, really soft, really girly, just so pretty. What y'all think? How did I do? Besides all the that's makeup ish happens. We're learning on a learning curve. And I really need to get back into it. I haven't sat down and put on makeup in so long. But I'm in love with the turnout, how it looks. I think it's really pretty. I definitely will try this look again. So y'all let me know what you think. All right, doll babies, it has been fun sitting in front of this camera again doing makeup. I appreciate you for watching. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. It costs you $3.99. I would love to have you join my Jazzy squad. And yeah, I'll see you the next time I upload.
I hope all of you doll babies have a beautiful Valentine's, whether it's Galentine's, you're self-loving yourself, or you're going out on a date with your boo. I hope it's whatever you want it to be. All right. I love you guys so much. Y'all stay safe and y'all stay motherfucking slave. Bye.